What Visa and X are doing is going to dramatically change the financial landscape. Check this out. So X, along with Visa, have tied up their latest milestone for what they are calling the Everything app. Social media platform X announced Tuesday, January 28th, that Visa is its first partner for the X Money account that will debut later this year. The partnership will allow secure plus instant funding to an X wallet via Visa Direct, which will connect to the user's debit card to allow peer-to-peer payments and will give users the option to instantly transfer money to their bank account. And what they're deeming this as is the Everything app. And so what you need to understand is that there's certain implications when we're involving Visa in this technology, and what Visa has been doing specifically recently in the financial space and how it directly ties to the current administration. And if you want to find out what those things mean and what's coming down the pipeline, then watch the rest of this video. Hello and welcome to the AlterNate Vantage. My name is Nate, and this is where I provide a different perspective on finances, news, and generational wealth. If you like this kind of content, then don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, back to the video. So articles like these might not seem like a very significant deal on the surface level, but when you tie in other factors that's going on in the world and other data that I've covered in the past, the picture becomes far more clear as far as what's happening and why it's happening and why it's important. So coming from the creators of this system, what they're saying is that they aim to have a payment system that's going to change both payments and creator opportunities on the platform. They are hoping to facilitate transactions in a bid to become a super app. And this is coming from Elon. He says, when I say payments, I actually mean someone's entire financial life. For example, think where you receive your income, right? Your deposits for your job, wherever you work. Where you receive an income, where you do your borrowing from, where you get your leverage from, where you do your financial planning, where you do your investments. Everything. This is what we're talking about in someone's entire financial life. Anything that's connected to your finances, they want to do on X. He goes on to say, if it involves money, it'll be on our platform. Money or securities or whatever. So it's not like sending $20 to my friend. He's, I think, using like a Cash App example. I'm talking about like you won't need a bank account, which is very interesting. That phrase there of not needing a bank account is actually very revealing to the kind of platform this is going to be. And my assessment is that it's going to be blockchain-based, token-based, because under that technology, you don't need a bank account. It's very similar in essence to how you have other non-bank financial institutions. For example, Robinhood kind of operates as an NBFI, non-bank financial institution. You have other payment platforms like Cash App that operates like a non-bank financial institution. And you can get things like debit cards, but it's not a bank account per se. But it's very important when they're connecting Visa and X together because we have a lot of things that are shaping out right now this year, especially as it relates to the current administration, which ties directly into ventures such as this one. So we had the White House just recently announced they're strengthening American leadership in digital financial technology. This is coming from Donald Trump's desk. And he says the digital asset industry plays a crucial role in innovation and economic development in the United States, as well as our nation's international leadership. It is therefore the policy of my administration to support the responsible growth and use of digital assets, blockchain technology, and related technologies across all sectors of the economy. And one of the areas that they're specifically focusing on or promoting are actions to promote the development and growth of lawful and legitimate dollar-backed stablecoins worldwide. At the very beginning of this year, I put out a prediction on my channel before Trump was even in office that we are going to witness this year a stablecoin revolution. It's going to be part of that transition process in our monetary system, which is going to drastically change how we operate, how we exchange, how we engage in commercial activities from a foundational level. Things are shifting right now. And even with this being said, well, you might say, well, this is just a prerogative from, the president. It's not like we're necessarily going down that route. Well, I've covered in videos in the past what the Bank of International Settlements is doing and how they have half a dozen, projects that support stablecoins and blockchain technology and distributed ledger technology and central bank digital currencies. But as it relates specifically to what X and Visa are doing, Visa recently just announced their token transformation. So Visa's tokenization technologies empowers banks, merchants, and a wider payments ecosystem, for example, X's Everything app, to boost authorization, drive innovation, and new digital commerce. Their token solutions, so Visa supports the entire payments ecosystem through its diverse tokenization technologies. I'm not going to go through all this, but effectively speaking, Visa has been able to tokenize the entire payment process, which effectively means that anything that we do financially can be emplaced on a blockchain system, which is then now, public distributed ledger, which doesn't necessarily require the infrastructure of the banking system, such as SWIFT, to enable people to engage in peer-to-peer payments like X was previously describing. So I would not be surprised at all if in this Everything app, they make a decisive effort to include the use of stablecoins, while they will also still include the use of traditional US dollars. I foresee that they're going to go into the stablecoin route. Now, I might be thinking, what does any of this mean to you? Well, the thing that you should be paying attention to the most is your relative buying power. And as we remain on a fiat-based system, the buying power of your dollar is dwindling every single day. Inflation is still here. It's probably going to get a little bit worse before things get better. And most importantly, that buying power is going to deteriorate as we move into other forms of currency, such as stablecoins. This is a process called Gresham's Law. You have bad money replacing good money, which means people float towards the bad money because they have more effective buying power or convenience associated with that bad money, and therefore they pull away from the good money, which actually holds value. And I'm not trying to say that US dollars even started with good money, because it's a fiat currency that's based on nothing, but when you are the ones who's holding that form of currency, fiat, to engage in your daily needs, buying things, selling things, whatever the case may be, every single day that goes by and every single day that stablecoins are propped up, you are going to have less value that you can achieve in the dollars that you're holding and using. So for the long term, what you need to pay attention to is liquidity and assets, the ability to be able to quickly and fungibly move from a dollar position into a cash flowing asset, whatever that might be. And I will have videos in the future as far as what I'm doing specifically on that front to protect myself through this transition. But it's more important that you yourself know what's going on so you can effectively create your own plan. That way you're not blindsided when these transitions start taking place. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And with that, I will catch you in the next one.